Here, as you heard, President Obama gave his own thoughts about the right-to-work issue. We talked about that just a couple of minutes ago. He was actually in town to help announce a multi-million-dollar project at Detroit Diesel.
7 Action News reporter Dave Llewellyn was in the plant for the president's speech. And Dave, what was the reaction like there?
Supportive of the president, to be sure. Stephen and Carolyn, Daimler will invest $120 million at Detroit Diesel and add 150 jobs, union jobs. That's a point the president emphasized in his speech.
It's of America.
Speaking to an audience of primarily Detroit diesel workers, the president drew his loudest applause when he spoke out against Michigan's push for right-to-work legislation.
What we shouldn't be doing is trying to take away your rights to bargain for better wages or working conditions. We shouldn't be doing that.
In making his case for the middle class, the president says he'll insist the wealthiest of Americans pay higher tax rates as part of any deal with Republicans to avoid the fiscal cliff.
So when you put it all together, what you need is a package that keeps taxes where they are for middle-class families. We make some tough spending cuts on things that we don't need, and then we ask the wealthiest Americans to pay a slightly higher tax rate. And that's a principle I won't compromise on.
Workers cheered news of Daimler's new investment in the plant, as well as the president's support for them.
We need somebody that's going to work for the middle class, which is us. We work so hard, and we always seem to end up at the bottom of the food chain. So I was so glad to hear him say that he will diligently work for us.
You know, we believe in our unions. We're going to back our unions. We're going to stay strong with our unions. And we believe our unions is what's going to keep us strong as workers. So we're not going to give up.
The hot-button issue in the state, and everyone seems to have an opinion, including the president. Now, coming up at 6, you'll meet the worker the president took the time to recognize during his speech today, and he's worthy of a presidential shout-out. That's ahead at 6.